everybody. My name is Chen. So today, this is my first vlog, and today I will be showing you the books of the Land of Stories, written by Chris Colfer. Okay, each book has six books, and my favorite book is The Enchantress Returns because that is the first book I got. Because the first time I read The Land of Story is a gift by Tita Len, my tita, but it actually just the second book, so I haven't actually know the first and the other books. So this is the second book. Give me a second, please. Here. Sorry about that. This is the second book that my tita bought. I know this was two books. One given by Tita Len, and this one is from the whole book, the complete paperback gift set. And this book is all about an evil enchantress who cursed Sleeping Beauty, and Alex and Connor, which are twins actually, who have to save the world, the fairy tale world, who they call it a Land of Story. And so when I finished the book, I want to read the first book. That's when I don't know what date that my mother bought that. That I believe she bought that in Balanga when she's like buying stuff, I believe. And this is the first book. Okay, it's called The Land of Story, The Wishing Spell. It is a story of twins named Alex and Connor Bailey. They are twins that they have a book called The Land of Story that gives them the power of teleportation to go to the Land of Story book. Well, that was like years because the story is the twins traveled to the Land of Story book by accident, and they meet all the fairy tales. And see, it says when the twins' grandmother gives them a treasured fairy tale book, they have no idea they're about to enter a land beyond all imagining. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Even though, to be honest, I do not believe in magic or fairy tales. I only believed it when I was young, but now I'm already 11 years old. The Land of Stories where fairy tales are real. Yeah, believe that. See the cover? The fall. This is Snow White and a Sleeping Beauty. And there is a wolf, Malunkaw, the big bad wolf's son. This one is Froggy. Princess and the Frog. A princess turned into a frog. Yeah, Connor, this guy, calls him Froggy. But the real name when he was a prince is Prince Charlie. Okay, the third one is A Grim Morning. Now everybody already know about the Brothers Grimm who made fairy tales. This story is all about that Connor Bailey thinks his fairy tale adventures are behind him until he discovers a mysterious clue left by the famous Brothers Grimm. If anybody doesn't know what Brothers Grimm, you can search it in Google. When all signs point the disaster for the Land of Stories, Connor and his sister, Alex, must join forces with their friends and enemies to save the day. But nothing can prepare them for the coming battle, or the secret that will change the twins' lives forever. Okay, you can see that Alex is wearing a dress. Okay, I'll explain that. On the second book, Connor and Alex find out that the enchantress had kidnapped their mom mistakenly, because they thought she was the fairy godmother's granddaughter, which is mistakenly supposed to be Alex, because Alex is the next or future fairy godmother. So after the end of the book, she stayed. I don't want to spoil this because I want you all to be surprised. This part of the book is that Connor's holding swords and Alex is holding a wand, a crystal wand. Damn, I wish I could get one of those. And they're ogres and guards and divine dragon. Oh, I like dragon. This is the Brothers Grimm, a unicorn, a masked guy, man, and Mother Goose. If all of you are thinking Mother Goose is a goose, wrong. Mother Goose this is Mother Goose. This is Lester, the goose. And the other book is book 4. This The Land of Story Beyond the Kingdom. Or you can see that all of you guys ever read some classic books about the Wizard of Oz, the Wonderland, and anything. Yeah, anything. Okay, this one. The masked man is on the loose in the land of stories. If you guys want to know what's the masked man, you should read the book 4. And it's up to Alex and Connor Bailey to stop them. The Bailey twins discover the masked man's secret scheme. He possesses a powerful magic potion that turns every book he touches into a portal. And he is recruiting an army of literature's greatest villains. Can Alex and Connor catch up to the masked man, or will they be one behind until it's too late? Okay, you can see the one that Alex is different wearing that emerald dress. It actually looked terrible. Green does not look good on her. And you will know that when you read book 3. It is book 4, and Connor is holding a book. And this is a Tin Woodland, from the Dorothy the Wizard of Oz. And this is Emerald City, some card soldiers, and they're running in a book. The book, and this is Captain Hook and Peter Pan of Neverland, Robin Hood, and the Queen of Hearts. Damn, she looks really terrible. And Merlin, okay, from Arthur. Everybody knows that, right? And a sword and a piece of stone. Yeah, they're running in a tornado and a flying monkey. So when you read a book, it is okay. My first experience is something to do with. First experience is all about traveling to books. Hello, let's all travel in a book where you can see fairy tales. And I shouldn't spoil many things because I want you all to read and be surprised about the whole adventures we'll be getting. So this is book 5. I'll be showing you. It is an author's Odysseys. And the masked man has captured all the royal families from the land of stories with the help of his army of literature's greatest villains. Alex and Connor know they are no match against the masked man's legion of villains, but they realize they may be in possession of the greatest weapon of all, their imaginations. Sweet, huh? So begins the twins' journey into Connor's very own stories to gather an army for the ultimate fight against the masked man. Meanwhile, an even more dangerous one is brewing. One that could change the fates of the fairy tale world and the underworld forever. I know, really creepy, right? Very dramatic. Okay, this part that Connor is pointing, I don't know what he's pointing, and there's a ship, and I can't tell you the name either because I want you all to be surprised. And that's Connor, and that's a captain. Okay, maybe I could explain the details and spoil a little bit. That's Captain Auburn Sally. That's Bolt. Well, it's a superhero. That's a mummy, which I don't know what that is. And that's, I don't know, I forgot what it's called, but it looks like it's kind of scary based on Connor's imagination. And this is the Galaxy Queen. And this is not Saturn, okay? This is like a planet made of candies. I mean, look, it sounds like candies, but it's not really made of candies. In the spaceship. The story is that they're going to Connor's writings. Because Connor made some short stories, so they make the portal potion and went inside and recruited an army of, pretty cool, right? The 6th book, which is I really going to Hell the Guilt because it's the last book. The Land of Stories, Worlds Collide, this one. Alright. Alex and Connor's biggest fear has come true. Wow, I feel so dramatic when I said that. The Land of Stories, fairy tale characters, both heroes and villains, are no longer confined to their world. Connor doesn't think the situation can get any worse. That is until Alex goes missing. Okay, that is terrible. While mayhem brews in the Big Apple, if anybody wants to ask questions about Big Apple, it's called New York. I don't know why they call it Big Apple because they don't look like an apple.
I know.
Connor and his friends will have to fight their biggest battle yet. But without Alex by his side, Connor doesn't know how he will win the war and keep everyone he loves safe. Can Connor find Alex before it's too late? And can the twins restore order between the human and fairy tale worlds? Okay, if you guys asking him, this is the tallest skyscraper in New York. That is Connor and Alex riding Lester the goose, the giant goose, which I wanted to ride. There's Bolt, Peter Pan, a flying ship, a flying blimp, and lots of witches, flying monkeys, a spaceship. And this is Medusa. I know some of you might think Medusa is a woman with snakes in her hair. Then if you look in her eyes, she will get turned to stone. That's it. And that's Froggy trapped in a mirror. I don't want to tell you why he's trapped in a mirror. And this is Arthur. King Arthur, who pulls the sword of the rock. And this is Marina, a witch who cursed Prince Charlie or Froggy to a frog. And this Emeralda. Emeralda is like from the Fairy Council, and that's another story of that. Okay, in my experience, this, that after I finished the book, it feels like I wanted to. This is the end of the story, but to them, this is the beginning. Cause who knows? Cause no matter how many obstacles they face, Connor and Alex can beat this when they're together. Oh, sweet, huh? And then this is the end of the book, and I'm gonna cry after I read the story. I'm not lying. So, like I said, these are all the books. So, if any of you guys can check out of in every other bookstores, and you guys can read this one. This one. It's The Land of Stories, complete paperback of gift set. That's it, and it's a bestseller in New York. Really, that's really cool, right? And I'm really glad that I was able to find. Oh, there's another one too. Another book. I'll go get it. Wait for me. Sorry for the whole wait. So this is another book that I bought in Manila in Mall of Asia, because we went to Manila to buy Disney on Ice. You know what I mean? And this is the book that I bought. The Land of Story, the Ultimate Book Hugger's Guide. Okay, you can see Alex and Connor. I know Alex looks really pretty and Connor looks really cute, but it's not. But who always sleeps in class? And that's another story which I cannot explain. This is a flying monkey in Oz, a flying spaceship in outer space. This is like the Eastern Kingdom. This is the New York skyscraper. So this is all the characters and villains here. And this is what I wanted you guys read. This is called Find Out Everything You've Ever Wanted to Know About the #1 New York Times best-selling series, The Land of Stories. I told you it was best-selling. A combination travel guide, encyclopedia, and exciting fan of compendium. This ultimate guidebook includes sections such as who's in the Land of Stories, places to go, and trinkets, which I don't know what's trinkets, treasures, and enchantments. Sweet. That is for the backgrounds and histories of the many characters, places, and magic items throughout the beloved Land of Stories series. Okay, the Land of Stories Ultimate Book Hugger's Guide often offers bonus chapters, insider information about the series, and more, including sketches from Chris Colfer, the author, his inspirations for the characters, and his top 10 tips for writers. Perfect for new and mega fans alike, which I am now a fan now. This full-color guidebook illustrated by series artist Brandon Dorman, I believe he's the one who draw everything, even the cover, captured the magical ins and out of the Land of Stories we know and love, and delivers new, never before seen art and details sure to thrill and satisfy readers. Okay. So there was a very exciting adventure. Sorry I wasn't able to show all the others because I can't, like I said, I cannot spoil this because I want you guys to be surprised for reading the book. So I'm really glad I get to share this whole story for you. Thanks to you, because to be honest, I haven't actually finished reading this book, but I'll be finishing the book. But because it was amazing, I'm really glad I get to see all the characters and pictures, and I really hope that all of you guys can read the Land of Story books if you ever saw one. And is there any other questions? It's okay, you can answer to me. If there are any other questions that I can't answer, it's okay. I can't answer that at all. So, okay, so this is the end of my blog already. So, I want you all to say bye. Bye!